Hello everyone. Lucky here. Today, I will be presenting the McLaren 750S. McLaren's latest exotic sports car is an evolution of their last one, but it's even more polished and performant than expected. When McLaren introduced the exclusively gas-powered McLaren 750S as the replacement for the 720S in the wake of announcing all new models would be electrified to some degree, it was well received. With 740 horsepower coaxed from the twin-turbo V8 and an interior comfy enough for daily use, the 750S seems to be a rather ideal supercar. As a replacement for the 720S in the brand's Super Series, the McLaren 750S isn't entirely new, but it comes with improved performance thanks to higher outputs and a lower curb weight. It uses the familiar 4.0-liter V8 to make 740 horsepower and shows off a new driver-focused interior with a revised driver's instrument display. This rear-wheel drive supercar has a 0 to 60 miles per hour time of just 2.7 seconds and will power on to 206 miles per hour. A 7-speed sequential transmission is standard. The McLaren 750S is more powerful than the 720S it supersedes, and its biggest skill is in racing to 60 miles per hour in just 2.7 seconds. It comes standard with a vehicle front axle lift system to avoid damage to the low rolling profile, and it rides on staggered 19 and 20-inch forged wheels. Inside, you get racing seats for two and an Alcantara and carbon fiber-themed interior. This can be switched out for other materials. The standard feature specification includes climate control, a backup camera, for speakers, a 7-inch infotainment screen, and a new digital display for the driver. A new extended splitter and air intakes up front are narrower and more aggressive, with sequential indicators drawing attention. The slim LED headlights can be highlighted with carbon fiber or body color paint. At the rear, you'll also find new rear wheel arch vents and sill air intakes, and the eagle-eyed may assume this is a longtail thanks to the generously proportioned rear end. The carbon fiber active rear wing has a 20% greater surface area than the one on the 720S, yet it is lighter. It's positioned higher to enhance airflow, and it comes with a new low drag mode. Tying everything together are twin exhaust outlets mounted centrally with a new mesh that works together with new air extraction vents to keep things cool. It rolls on staggered 19-inch front and 20-inch rear wheels. Top speed only arrives at 206 miles per hour in this supercar, and if you're the showing-off type, then the specially tuned exhaust note will be your favorite trait. Part of its impressive performance lies in the high grip levels of the RWD system, the tweaked electro-hydraulic steering, and the linked hydraulic suspension that combine to create a genuinely compliant speedster. And with softer front springs, it's also livable, meaning you can drive it whenever you want and not just reserve time behind the wheel for the track. The engine in the McLaren 750S also uses the lightweight pistons we know from the 765 LT, which, when combined with the tweaks and a lighter body, results in better performance. The 750S uses a 7-speed sequential shift transmission with a shorter final drive ratio, which is partly responsible for the improvement in acceleration figures. Power goes to the rear wheels, and with enhanced suspension and steering updates, the 750S should be even more satisfying to drive. You also get updated brakes with carbon ceramic discs and monoblock calipers as an optional extra. There's a new type of supercar buyer these days, those who want to focus on the thrill of the drive without getting caught up in unnecessary bits and bobs that distract you in the cockpit. McLaren feeds into that with the new 750S, keeping it simple and straightforward inside. To that end, the steering wheel isn't littered with buttons and toggles, and the interior of the McLaren 750S isn't dominated by screen real estate. In fact, it's rather subdued with a focus on enveloping passengers so they're kept in place during spirited driving. That's not to say there aren't some tech improvements, and there's a new instrument display mounted to the steering column and the inclusion of Apple CarPlay. The standard sound system comes with 4 speakers, but an upgrade to a 12-speaker by Bowers & Wilkins unit is available. With an MSRP of US $324,000, the price of the 2024 McLaren 750S isn't something to sniff at, and that's excluding the $5,500 destination charge. Depending on how you choose to outfit yours, spending over US $350,000 is possible. The 750S takes the mind-bending performance, telepathic handling, and lightning responses of the McLaren 720S further, towards the point where car and driver work is one. From flat-out circuits to sinuous A-roads, the McLaren ethos drives a constant search for more performance, less weight, and perfectly judged balance. The objective is deceptively simple in its ambition: class-leading, addictive engagement. It is worth the price, and every car enthusiast would agree to it. The 750S is also designed and engineered to last. So what do you think about the 2024 McLaren 750S? Thanks for watching. Before you leave, do like, share, and subscribe. Much love, your brother Lucky.